You
So,
check me?
in my yard,
Mm-hmm.
goat kind of.
Okay.
No, hear me out.
Goat water and I eat.
No. Sometimes you go outside and goat just turn up and watch you. I don't know why goats do that. Goat.
So for your yard, right?
No,
Hey.
they're down back on the farm. So
Okay.
they're way back down on the farm.
Right.
But the thing about it is when they escape and they come up on the main property, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just go outside, I don't know, Glenn, goats just turn up and watch you.
Yeah,
Why do they do that?
because they would think we're another go out, but
There's some gangster animals now. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
I
know.
told you all about Gotilia already.
Gotilia?
I told you all about
You
Gotilia.
did tell us about Gotilia.
Gotilia was a midget goat that my mom had as a pet. The thing moved like a dog. It used to roll with the dogs in them to go hunt sheep.
I'm confused, but no, Glenn.
When her bovine
No, Colin, come and get off this line. Why would Colin say that? But matter of fact, Glenn has been dropping too much.
Colin, pause.
Pause. But you've been dropping a lot. One, you had 6 cocks. Next,
Six fold.
6 fowls.
oh my apologies, 6 fowls.
Six fold.
And then now you have Gotilia. Okay.
Yeah, I came. Okay, so I came.
What real stink? No, that you say it. No, hey.
Graduated from high school, came up to Antigua State College. Fresh off the plane, reached my mother's yard. The first thing I see, tiny goat on my mother's couch. I'm like, mommy, what going on? It's like, oh, that's Gotilia. A Gotilia?
So whatever happened to Gotilia?
Huh? It dead from mumps. Me and that goat never get along. That goat was also very gangster too. Yeah, he would try and boot me, and I would, fire my foot at it. We didn't have a
Goat
friendship.
knew something that we don't.
We didn't have a good friendship. And let me tell you, right, when it died in the most inconvenient way possible to stress me out.
Oh,
Just mess with all
Huh?
of this.
how to go dead?
It dead in front of my bedroom.
What?
He meant that.
You meant that?
He meant
Vengeance?
that. No, vengeance was his, and he received it.
Yo, we just threw that in a crocker's bag, right? And me and my brother just into the pasture and just done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, also, listen.
Hey, no call Peter for me.
Tell us what you think about Glenn's goat story in the Facebook chat.
But yeah, we still have pictures of Gotilia. My mom loved that goat, and that goat would eat anything.
Oh my God.
Anything.
The main question is, if you all had a goat, who you name your goat?
Is your name a goat?
Who you name your goat?
Gertie.
That is so classic. A goat named Gertie.
A goat named Gertie.
What do you mean? That's a normal thing?
Gertie, an old school name, man.
I was hearing people.
It's short for Gertrude.
I was hearing people say that boy, they're calling goat Gertie.
Glenn, would you name your goat?
Sally. Without question.
What?
Sally.
Why are you-
There's a kindness to that name,
Now you name your goat?
Yeah, I hope that by calling it Sally, it won't inherit the spirit of Gotilia.
Exactly. What you the name for your goat?
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. I don't know what I name. I feel like the most thing name is Billy.
Okay. Billy.
Billy.
Or
But
potential
Y'all ever realize-
Andre.
y'all ever realize that like goats and donkeys especially just give crackhead energy?
Why did you say that? Like crackhead energy.
You ever see them roaming through town?
Yeah, but see, a donkey never look. When I see donkeys just always look lost.
No. Be afraid of them donkeys.
I used to
Especially the ones that
feel, I used
traverse
to feel sorry for
Factory Road.
donkeys.
Like the ones that will walk in a cluster going up Factory Road, around that side. And these donkeys will walk from the stadium, go all the way up to Willie Keys though.
Is when they stop in the middle of the road and don't want to move.
Oh boy. The wild ones that roam around the place.
They just watch you like, lick me down now.
Goats?
Donkey.
Donkey.
No, donkeys have crackhead energy. Donkeys would just have they just stand up and watch.
Yeah.
Me tired of things are just to stand up and don't watch me because I'm like.
It's their world. It's their
Fam,
world.
there used to be like wild herds of goats roaming through town, just eating stuff, styrofoam cups, whatever it is that they
I told them
get
rubbish
them out
also.
of. Yeah, lick down rubbish and
Because they
stuff.
were the gangster goats.
They were the gangster goats, yeah.
No, something about goats are just. I mean, Kanye is a goat, so.
You know what? I'm not even going
10
there.
points to Gryffindor.
I'm not even going there.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Nobody said no name for goats. What do you
No
mean?
name for goats. Ty, you have a name for goat.
You have a name your goat,
You
man.
have a name your goat in them. I mean, any pet you have a name them.
What about having pigs as
I
pets?
don't name my goat Kanye.
I would do that too.
I
Really?
name my goat Kanye.
I would do that
Really?
too.
Or Ye.
Yay?
I would do that.
Easy.
No, Tiny.
When it's about pigs, I don't like to see pigs.
Would you
I-
have a pig as a pet?
I would.
A little piggy?
No, because they
Oh.
don't. They get like I don't like how big cow testicles are.
We're talking about pigs. We get here.
Wait, pigs testicles.